Alright guys, I'm going to try the vegan egg again. This time I'm going to try making the omelet that I didn't make. I'm going to use one egg just to make a small omelet with this, and I think I'm going to add a little bit more water than the half a cup for, two tablespoons and half a cup, so I will put 2 tablespoons and a little bit more than half a cup. And I'm also officially going to review the Lightlife Bacon for you today, but I'm going to get started on the omelet first, so I will be back. Alright, I just put I put a half a cup and then of ice cold water, and then about a third of that half a cup, just a little bit more. So you can see it is, I'm not really sure if that's like 5 ounces right here. That's probably 5 or not quite 5. So I'm going to add my egg mixture, and I'm going to whip that up. And alright, so I have my egg mixture in there, and I'm just going to add just a tiny bit more of the black salt in there. And I'm going to just put a little bit of black pepper. Just to season that up a little bit. And I'm just going to put it on one. I'm sure that's good enough. Okay, so let me move you over to my hot skillet right here. I just have oil. I don't know if that's too much oil, but I want to have at least enough that it doesn't stick to the pan. So there's the mixture. It looks a little runnier than before. And this is one egg, so this isn't bad. This is actually filling this up really nicely. I'm just going to get a spatula. It's on medium. I might put it a little lower. I want to get all the egg out of there. I'm going to cut up my onion and mushroom. Let me just show you guys. I'm going to just let this cook like this for at least a few minutes before I turn it over, and then I'll put my mushrooms and stuff and cheese inside, so we'll see how it goes. And this is probably like a couple of minutes. I'm going to see how it feels, because it seems like it's firmed up. So it's going to be like trying to flip a pancake right here. Okay, pretty good. Alright, I'm going to let it cook a little longer. Actually, I'll let it cook a little longer and I'll start adding my stuff inside. Now, because they say to cook it a little longer than when you're making regular scrambled eggs, I'm going to try to turn this over one more time before I fill the inside. And I do have the pan on a lower heat. Maybe I can put it up a little more again. Maybe I'll do like another minute on each side. Put the heat back up a little bit. I put it to low just because I was concerned, of course. But I mean, as for omelet, it's holding up well. It's doing well right there. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so I have turned it back over, and I'm just going to now start adding some of my stuff here. Mushrooms. Tomato, and I'm going to put a bit of my cheese in here, which for right now I have the chow cheese. I'm just going to break it up into little pieces. I'll put another little bit of the cheese. Oops. Alright. Let's see how this turns out. Okay, so I think what I'll do now is turn this part over. Does that look just like an omelet? Or what? Okay, so I have it here. I'll cook it for a little while. I don't know if I'll turn it down slightly again. Nothing seems to be burning right now, which is good. And I will be back. Alright, I have just flipped it over. It's looking good, guys. It really is. Alright, I have just cooked up the vegan egg omelet, and my mother tasted it and said it tastes good. So this is the Lightlife Smart Bacon, meatless bacon strips. It has 2 grams of veggie protein per strip. It's certified vegan, non-GMO, project verified. Looks like it has about, I think I saw somewhere 14 slices of bacon. I believe this was $4.99 or $4.49. And the ingredients are water, soy protein isolate, vital wheat gluten, soybean oil, soy protein concentrate, textured wheat gluten, and it has less than 2% of salt, sugar, carrageenan, natural flavor, autolyzed yeast extract, natural smoke flavor, spices, fermented rice flour, and oleoresin paprika, potassium chloride, so the allergens are soy and wheat. It does not have any added nitrates. It says for food safety, keep refrigerated once you've opened it. And the best way to make it is you can put it in a skillet, which is what I did, and I just heated it up. Or you can also put it in the oven or toaster oven, brush with a little bit of oil, and bake for 5 minutes, turning once. And just a little bit about Lightlife. They've been around since 1979, and it says, our story. We began in Western Massachusetts in 1979 with a passion for creating great tasting vegetarian food. Over the years, we have grown by sticking to our roots, quality and care in everything we make, and giving 5% of our profits back to organizations that support a healthier you and a healthier planet. Today, our mission is to make eating better accessible and deliciously easy, because the more people love our food, the more good we can do together. Come join us on this journey. And the nutrition facts: for every slice of the bacon, which is 10 grams, you get 20 calories, 10 from fat, 1 gram of fat, 0 saturated fat, 0 trans fat, 0 polyunsaturated fat, 0 monounsaturated fat, 0 cholesterol, 150 milligrams of sodium, 35 grams of potassium. It has less than 1 gram of carbohydrates, 0 fiber, 0 sugar, and 2 grams of protein. No vitamin A, no vitamin C, no calcium, no iron. And so that's essentially it. Let me just show you my omelet. So I gave my mom a little try. And that's the bacon. And it's fairly crispy right here. I'm going to just taste this. Did you like it, Mom? She doesn't know, we never grew up eating bacon, so it's not something...
Kind of tough.
So it's crispy. But the flavor is nice, with the smokiness. I think it tastes pretty good. And then here's the omelet. Which really tastes good. I'm just pretty amazing. I tried to see if they sell this flour yet, and they don't. So the only option to get it is through commercial companies like Follow Your Heart or whoever else might have it in their baked goods. So there you go, my vegan omelet and vegan bacon. Thank you guys for watching. Alright guys, my last thoughts on the vegan egg and the bacon. I really like the bacon. I really did. It does get, my mom said, too a little crispy, so maybe you just need to sort of lightly fry it quickly if you don't want it to be too crispy. Someone mentioned the benevolent bacon, which I'd heard about. I want to try that too. We'll see how that holds up. But a lot of people like their bacon crispy. For me, it was perfect. The taste was perfect. It was delicious. And the vegan egg, the omelet, honestly was very fluffy, light, and I found myself baffled as I ate it. Like, that's an omelet, guys. It was just like amazing. It tasted delicious with the stuff inside. I know now if I make the omelet in the future, I'll just use one. As you see, that filled the pan fairly well. And as I did, I added a little extra water, and it didn't change anything. So I got a little bit more bang for my buck, perhaps. But it was just a little bit of water. It tasted really good, and I really loved it. And, you know, my daughter will look forward to an omelet because that's what she'd wanted originally. I want to try making the quiche. So I think I'm going to have to buy more of this vegan egg. Maybe sooner than I thought. However, I'm also going to try making a chickpea omelette. And for those of you who might remember, oh gosh, it's probably a year ago, I had made an omelette using tofu and mixing it up, just my own creation. It turned out pretty well, and then I was supposed to try something else a different day, which I did. I think I tried it the very next day. I still have not uploaded that video because it turned out, I think, better. It was what I added to it and just the consistency and stuff. This is easy. You put the water, this basically you have your egg consistency. I think with other things you've got to work with it. But I did successfully make a vegan omelette in the past without this. So I'll try, there's a chickpea omelette recipe I know is around. I'll try that, but I think I'm going to buy more of this, especially if it's something that my daughter would like on a Sunday morning, just like give her an omelette. And because I want to make the quiche, which is going to take like 6 eggs. So that's pretty much going to be finishing up this pack. If you think of it in the sense that if you buy organic free-run eggs, I've seen them at like $8.99 for a dozen. This is comparable to that price. It's expensive. There's no doubt about it. I would love to just buy this algal flour independently on my own, but we can't yet. And I mean, I fully support Follow Your Heart and companies like this for bringing us all these vegan options. So I support them, and I urge you guys to support them as well. The bacon was delicious. My cat's freaking out back there. And really, Jules, what's wrong with you? This is all I have to say about that. You'll see me again with the vegan egg when I make the quiche. Alright, thanks guys for watching. This is another day, and I've made this omelet for my daughter. She didn't want any cheese in here. I mean, it's beautiful, it's fluffy, and I can't believe it. This is 1 egg. And what I realized is if you have a high-powered blender, it seemed like the more I whipped it up, the thicker it got. So I had added a little extra water like I did the last time, but I think I could add even a little more water because parts of this were kind of thick. And, you know, when you're making an omelet traditionally, you could have that sort of more watered out and spread in the pan. So the next time I do it, I'll add a little bit more water, so probably like 3/4 of a cup. And hopefully it spreads out nicely, bigger. I mean, right now it's nice and thick, and there you go. That is the vegan omelet, guys, with the Follow Your Heart vegan egg. It's amazing.